Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome to the Gemini archives.
Yay! We're recording! I feel like it's been like a lifetime. Thank
Clapping
you.
for ourselves.
Thank you. I know. It feels like it's been
1 week since you looked at me.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry.
The fucking look Megan just gave me because she knows she's gonna have to put that song in now. Amazing.
Welp. I hope everybody likes the Bare Naked Ladies, whoever the fuck sings that.
It's only been 30 seconds.
Well, you could literally sing the first 2 seconds of that song and it'll get stuck in your head for the rest of time.
I know, it's been 1 week since the song has been stuck in my head. Literally.
Oh, it's gonna be fun today.
Oh,
I'm so fucking tired. I feel like I'm perpetually doomed to do the podcast while I'm half awake.
well, me too. Well, I'm okay today. Like, I'm a little more awake, but like, I feel like I'm 99% of the time I am exhausted doing this podcast.
Well, it's like, okay, we'll record tomorrow, and then it's like the night before, it's like some stream of bullshit.
some
always has to
cosmic
happen.
event happens.
Cosmic event, fucking personal event, something happens.
Yeah.
And we can never just like get up and be like, hey, let's record today. It's always like, oh, I had to deal with some horse shit yesterday. I need some tea.
I know. Like, I think the only time I was ever like super awake when we did the podcast is when we recorded at 8 o'clock at night.
Oh yeah, when Nick was here.
That and the time, it was another time when we got Sonic.
Oh yeah,
So,
because of the limeades.
yeah. I was awake. I was like, I'm here. I am ready. But today I'm ready because the spooky season's kicking off, y'all.
Yay!
Like-
Oh my god, it is spooky season. Well, it's the day we're recording this. It's September 20th. It's going to be October in a few days.
Yeah.
We're excited.
This will probably, I don't know if it'll be up before October. Maybe. I think so. Like, just before.
Yeah, it'll be the very beginning,
Yeah.
at least, because I don't think it's going to take me a week to put up.
Well, no, but still.
Yeah, we're starting it here.
Yes.
Spooky season is starting here.
So for the next few episodes, we actually have stuff planned because Halloween is our favorite time of the year.
Yep.
So we take this as an opportunity to talk about all the creepy shit that no one lets us talk about for the entire year.
Yeah.
You know?
Or like you try to bring it up a conversation, they're like, whatever, you weirdo. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
It's like, this is too much for me. It's like, but it's awesome.
Yeah, it's like, I need to talk to someone about this.
Yeah.
No, it's true though. We do have stuff planned. We're going to a place
Yes.
in a few weeks, and we're going to be talking about that, which is exciting. It's not
nothing crazy.
It's nothing too crazy, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
So, we're excited about that.
It's a place we've never been before either. And ironically, it's pretty close to us, and we just never went.
I know, why?
Okay, why is that, though? Like, the people who live closest to, like, really cool things just never fucking go.
I know. Like, I have a friend who lives, like, literally 10 minutes from Disney World, like, in Florida. Never goes.
I know, they never go.
It's like, oh, because it's right there, I
well,
think.
it's because they know it's a tourist trap.
Well, that, too.
So,
Although, this place we're going, it's not really a tourist trap.
No.
But it does get quite a
But
bit of
we do
people.
live near an amusement park, ironically. Like, 10 minutes away, if that.
Not
Not
even.
even. And we never go there because we know it's a tourist trap, because everyone in the state goes there.
Yep.
But we used to go a lot, like, in high school and stuff.
Yeah, because it was just,
Especially around this time of year.
yeah, it was better than sitting in the house. We didn't want to sit at home.
Yeah.
So we just go there and be assholes.
Yes. Or the mall. I mean, it really depends.
Yeah. Depends on who we felt
I
like annoying.
hate the mall now, dude.
I can't even go. It gives me a headache.
Me too.
Every time I go, I get a headache. I don't know if
Yes.
it's just like,
I don't know if it's like the mix of like the smell of coffee and perfume or like whatever the fuck
I know,
it is.
because we all know what we're talking about. Like,
Yeah, you know mall smell.
yeah, the mall smell gives me a headache. I don't know what or it's just like being around stupid people.
I know, especially like if I go into Bath and Body Works, I'm coming out with a headache. I don't know what it is about Bath and Body Works that just makes my head pound.
You know what? The older I get, the less tolerable I am of that place. Because
too.
even just like buying stuff from there, like even their stuff that's kind of quote unquote mild is still so fucking perfumey.
I know.
Like, okay, my mom's funny. She's like, oh, I saw this little hand lotion. I thought of you. And it was from Bath and Body Works.
Oh, yeah, she got it for the both of us.
And it was, what's it called? Like Ghoul Friend or something?
Hold on, I have it in my purse.
You really kept
Yeah.
it? Don't tell her. I threw it out.
Megan, please.
I can't use it. Stuff like that makes me itch.
I like having stuff in my purse. So
Clearly.
yeah, it's called Ghoul Friend Shea Butter Hand Cream from Bath and Body Works, and it's in this purple tube with one of those it's like one of those old-fashioned looking tubes.
It looks like a bottle of oil paint.
Yeah. It looks like a tube of paint,
Yeah.
essentially, but it smells like... Hold on. I'm not gonna...
Yeah, don't let me smell it
any
because
on.
it's gonna I'm actually
I mean, it's
gonna,
okay. Like, it's...
Well, here's the thing. I put it on my hands and it's all I could smell for like 12 hours.
Oh, yeah, because, like, that shit just stays with you.
Yeah, like it doesn't go away.
It's like you want it to be long-lasting, but you don't want it to be overpowering.
Well, yeah, that's what it is, and it just gives me instant headaches, like no matter what it is. Even like when I was younger, I would wear like their vanilla, whatever it is, and
Warm
even that-
vanilla sugar.
Yeah, like even that now when I put it on, I'm like, this is intensely
Like,
vanilla.
it's too sweet.
Yeah. Like I smell like a sugar factory.
I know, and like, of course, all we have is Bath and Body Works soap. Except, I will say, their eucalyptus mint soap is incredible.
Yeah, I will say that. I do love that
I will wear it. I'll use it all the time.
one. Well, wear
Let
it.
me wear the soap.
Yeah. Wear all the soap. No, it's true though. Like the older I get, the more I'm like, this is overpowering. Like I'm like that person now.
I know.
Even like I'm so bummed because now I've become the person I can't eat things that are too sweet.
Yes, I can't either. Or too covered in cheese.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I know anything with a lot of cheese, Lauren is like in gastrointestinal distress.
I'm screaming and running to the bathroom holding my ass cheeks. I don't know what it is.
I mean, I'm fine, but Lauren gets so...
I have like, it's not lactose intolerance because I'm not like on the verge of dying, but like, it's still bad.
You have a sensitivity.
I'm sensitive to dairy. Like, I can't, I started drinking lactose-free milk, which, by the way,
Is a godsend.
superior
Yeah.
to regular milk. I don't like the taste of lactose, apparently.
I don't need... Well, it's gross.
Like, I'll drink it straight up, and like, nothing happens to me.
But thank goodness.
I know.
And it's funny, though, because I have a sensitivity to gluten now. Like, if I eat too much bread, I'm, like, dying.
I know. Well,
It's horrible.
I kind of do too, but like, I think I built up a tolerance to it because it's all I fucking eat.
True. You do. You eat so much bread.
Bread and starch.
Like, all the bagels. All the bagels are gone.
I could eat a bagel every day of my life and never be fucking tired of it.
That's how I am with cheeseburgers, which is not good. Like,
Yeah, I think
could,
that's a little worse.
yeah. Like, I could eat cheeseburgers every single day.
Did you ever see that My Strange Addiction or whatever show it was where the guy only ate cheeseburgers for breakfast, lunch, and dinner
Yep.
for the same place? I'm like,
And the one with the girl with the fries.
yeah,
She only ate fries.
and just wouldn't eat anything else.
Yeah. Like, that is terrifying.
If I eat too many fries, I feel sick to my stomach.
Well, me too. But in her defense, at least it's like something that's edible. You know what I mean? At least it's not like Jessica ate an entire sofa. It's like, well, what the fuck, Jessica? Like, because I've seen that too. It's like she's consumed 2 car seats and 3 remotes in her life. Like,
Yeah, the 3 remotes one fucked me up.
I was like, I'm sorry. Like, how does one consume the entire remote?
I know.
That cannot be good. Do you know how much battery acid and melted plastic and chemicals and shit
I know.
just floating through her bloodstream? That's enough to like...
You ever just eat, like, you ever eat something with a plastic fork and the tiny bit of the fork breaks off and you eat it by accident?
Ugh.
Even that is just like, ugh.
I don't know
And
how.
it's like the tip of the fork. You know what I mean?
You got just the tip.
Like, I ate just the tip.
Yeah, so don't eat plastic.
Yeah, please.
But,
Or your dead husband's ashes. But anyway,
that was a rough episode.
I couldn't even finish it. I'm
I couldn't
like,
either.
What kind of fucking sick... I'm like, it's gonna run out.
Yeah.
There's gonna be none of him left because you wanted to eat him.
It's... Ugh.
It's so gross.
It literally, like, I have a visceral reaction every time I watch it.
I do too.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So... Yeah, Lauren can't eat a lot of cheese. And I can't eat a lot of bread.
So we just drink tea now.
Yeah, so Lauren made me tea. Thank you. It's
Welcome.
It's superior to when I make it. but you know what? It could have been, no offense, like, it could have been literally anyone else. If someone else makes my drink, it's automatically better.
Please tell me we are not the only people who think this. Why does everyone else's drink taste so much better than yours? I swear to God, like, I could have a soda and someone else can have a soda. Theirs is going to be better.
Yep.
I don't know why that is.
Same exact thing.
It's the same fucking drink.
Well, we figured this out when we were kids because, like, when I drink soda when I was a kid, like, my dad will have some too. But I always wanted to drink some of his.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, yours is just better. Because, well, he would also spruce it up a little. He put ice cubes in there.
Yeah.
Like,
my dad's extra, and it's awesome.
And, like, I'm like, no, I want your soda. Like, it's better. Now I want soda. You know what we discovered recently that I can actually drink? It's caffeine-free cherry 7-Up. It's basically just a limeade without the lime.
If we put limes in there, it could be a limeade.
Yeah. It's my favorite thing ever. Like, and now I feel like I'm drinking soda again, and it's, like, great, except it's
completely fine.
Yeah, it's got, like, no caffeine or, like, anything in it, really.
But still is amazing tasting.
Oh, I'm so happy. I suppose it's better than White Claw, right?
What the hell is that?
You don't know what White Claw is?
Oh, I thought you said, like, I don't know what I thought you said.
Yeah, the hard seltzer or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you said something else. I'm like, what is that?
Lauren, please. No, like, I keep seeing the White Claw fucking memes and...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Honestly, I would try... Like, if I still drank, I would try it.
Would you?
Yeah, I probably would. Just to see, like, what the hype is.
Should I try it? Or
I think you should try it.
All right, I'll try it.
You would like it. It's like, well, you don't like seltzer water, though, so...
Nah, it depends.
Well, this has alcohol in it, so maybe it's a little bit better.
It's probably like Mike's Hard.
But bubbly.
Yes.
I do like Mike's Hard, though.
I know, like, it gets such a bad rep, but, like, it's actually really good.
I know. It's good when you want to, like, get a little bit of a buzz, but not be inebriated.
Yeah, like, you want to join the crowd, but, like, you don't want to, like, have a beer.
Yeah, because, well, here's the thing about me, too. Like, when I used to drink, as I've talked about on the show, like, I get real fucking sloppy. And, like, that, like, anything with a low alcohol content just helped me slowly get drunk rather than just get shit-faced right off the bat and then I'm just, like, on the ground.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not as sloppy.
Yeah,
I get really silly.
Yeah, you handle it better than I do. I don't know why. Alcohol hates me.
Well, it's kind of a problem in our family, too.
Well, it doesn't take much for me. Like, if I day drank, well, when I used to day drink, those were not good days to be around me.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Ugh. It's bad. Now I just drink tea. Just gonna sip
I'm more of
tea.
a social drinker. Like, if I'm, like, at a party or, like, a show or something, like, I'll have a drink.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get shit-faced because I want to remember what happened.
Well, that's why I'm excited. We're going to see. We're not even keeping, like, on one topic today, by the way.
Oh, we're just going for
We're just jumping.
We're almost 15 minutes in, like, fuck it.
I mean, I'm sorry. If you don't like, you know, quick tangents, then... Please.
You know, but this is us in a nutshell, though, because as Geminis, we are all over the place.
True.
So it's fitting for the show.
Just like a steady stream of consciousness all the way through.
Yeah.
Where was I going with that? Oh, in a few months, we're going to go see Morbid Angel.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know why I was mentioning that. What were we just talking about?
Drinking.
Oh, you know what? It's because they're playing with Incantation. And the one time I've ever seen Incantation, I barely remember because I was so shit-faced.
Oh, yeah.
So now I actually get to watch them, and I'm excited about it.
I'm probably going to have a drink, but not too much because I'm going to be driving.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to go home drunk.
Yeah. Please don't.
No, I won't. I've been pretty good about being a designated driver.
Yeah.
Even if I do have just one. Like, I'll have it early in the show, and then by the time I go home, like...
You're fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I know. You're usually good about it. But,
Usually. No,
Usually.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know.
Except the one time where you literally had to call someone and be like, come pick me up.
I was also, underage.
Well,
so
that
I
too.
shouldn't have been doing that. Don't underage drink unless you're really sneaky about it. No, I'm just kidding.
That's
Please don't.
encouraging.
No, don't, because
It'll ruin your brain.
yeah,
I feel like it made me dumb.
I know. I could be a lot smarter if I didn't underage drink so much.
Well, that's why I never smoked, though.
Like weed or cigarettes?
Yes, like
Okay.
nothing. Any encounter I've ever had with weed, it was in the form of like an edible.
Yeah.
But because I didn't want to smoke
yeah,
it.
that I only one time. I did the weed once.
You did the weed?
I did the marijuana just once.
Yeah, that's all you need. Because man, like
Yeah,
nobody.
I'm more of a drinker, anyways.
Well, me too. Well, that and like nobody told me that edibles are like really strong and not to eat the whole fucking thing at once.
Oh yeah, because we were too young to comprehend.
Yeah, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like take like
Yeah.
half, see how you feel.
Yeah, like wait half an hour, see how you're doing, and then if you don't feel anything, you take a little
Yeah.
more.
But my fat ass was like, "Ooh, brownies!" and just ate the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was so high. I was on a different dimension.
Oh my God.
I was too young too. I was too young to be that aware.
I was at Ozfest, and like I had to kneel in the grass.
Oh, I remember.
Like
Lauren took a knee.
I did. I was like, I don't know where I am. I don't know what's going on. I hated it. It was a really bad trip. Really bad.
Bad.
Ugh. But anyway,
So don't do drugs, kids.
yeah. Unless you do it responsibly.
Yeah. Or yeah, just be smart about it.
Well, it does have benefits
Well, yeah.
too. Well, CBD oil, anyways. And
I
stuff.
was looking into that recently, CBD oil, because I have carpal tunnel
Yeah.
and insomnia. So everyone's like, well, you would really like CBD oil be great for you. Not even just like in the, I don't know, like smoking it like in that pen thing, but like they have it like the drops that go underneath your tongue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm kind of thinking about it. I want to see if it works.
I know, because I get really bad insomnia too. That would probably help.
Yeah.
But I could even take, because I don't take melatonin all the time. So when
I
I
do.
do take it, it like helps.
Yeah.
So, because I don't have like an immunity to it.
I take it all the time and I'm not immune to it, except yesterday.
I know.
But you know what I noticed about the melatonin? Like the closer the bottom of the bottle you get, the weaker it is.
Yeah.
So I have like 2 left, I think. So like the last few just don't work.
Yeah.
So I have to throw it out and get a new one. So
I think there is another one.
I have 3 more. I buy them in bulk
Well,
because I needed to sleep.
I know.
Otherwise, I would never sleep. I would
I
just
know.
be a perpetual zombie.
I can sleep without melatonin, but it's like I have to be doing something that day to
Yeah.
like exhaust myself. And then I'm like, oh, I can actually sleep.
Yeah, that's why I need to start working out again. When I worked out, I slept like a rock.
You know what helps too is drinking tea before you go to bed.
What kind of tea?
Like lemon tea.
Really?
Yeah, like herbal tea helps you go to sleep.
Is that why I'm sleepy right now?
Are you?
A little bit.
Oh, well, yes.
Excellent. No, I really got to start working out again because I'm starting to get a little It's funny. Laura and I both have lost like a bunch of weight since the beginning of the year, but I didn't really work out that much, so it's like I'm not as.
I should be more toned.
Yeah, I should be a little more toned. I need to like work my glutes and
I
shit.
told Meg the other day, I'm like, I have to start squatting. It's like my ass is sagging. It's like, this is not cute.
I
Not
mean-
at 27.
Hold on. I mean, it's not horrible. Like it could be up a little higher.
I was talking about my ass.
No, I was looking at mine too.
I mean, it's not bad. We have like naturally big butts because we're Italian
Yeah.
and Lebanese. So like, it's just big anyway, but like it could be more toned.
Yeah.
Like, I could give it a little facelift.
Yeah, I need to start doing yoga again. That was my
Yeah.
favorite. I loved being flexible.
I know. Well, I still kind of am, but it's just
Yeah.
I still have a belly. So like it's not I can't stretch like I used to.
I know. Me either. I mean, I probably could. At least my balance is still there.
Well, the good thing is I lost enough weight to fit back into jeans again.
Well, that's exciting.
So comfortably. Because like I could fit in jeans before, but it wasn't that comfortable. But like now it's comfortable.
Yeah.
So hallelujah. We were going to talk about the Area 51 raid, but we're at 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Did 20 minutes really just go by? Okay, all we'll say about the Area 51 is that it was fucking stupid.
If anyone was keeping track of the Area 51 raid, or actually, if you don't have any idea what it is, basically, it was a guy who made a joking Facebook event about Naruto running into Area 51.
Hilarious.
And the date of the event was last weekend. So...
yeah, so this is old news even now when we're talking about it.
So basically, well, they made a thing called Alien Stock. Swear to God this happened.
Jesus
It was
Lord.
like a live music outside of Area 51. And like, yeah, people showed up. It was mainly men. I didn't see a lot of women there because women know better.
Yep.
And like,
It's true.
well, as far as I saw, I'm sure there were women there, but as far as I saw, it was mainly dudes. And like, there was a clip of a kid, Naruto, running behind a newscaster, and like it was such internet gold. The memes that came out of it, top tier. Like the best memes.
This guy who
last 5
made the
years.
event has been promoted to a meme god.
Literally.
He's an actual, to the point where it caused national uproar. That's when you know you have made it. Like, I swear to God, just watching, I'm like, I cleared my whole Saturday just to watch like all the live stream stuff. But here's the thing, no signal out there.
Well, not only that, the people who were live streaming, the people running Area 51 kept shutting everything down. All the live streams that go down, all the pictures are getting taken down, all the videos were getting taken down. Like, everything was taken down.
It's horrible.
So
It's the biggest event that no one could ever see unless you went there.
yeah, literally.
I mean, I think
It's Woodstock 69
I was
or
gonna
whatever
say
the fuck.
Woodstock has more pictures and stuff than the Area
True.
51 raid, but it was fucking lame. I was like, I wanted to see an alien. I want to see someone get pregnant. Like,
I wanted to see Jeffree Star's relatives.
Yeah.
Like, I was ready for it. I love the meme of like the tiny alien in the doorway. It's like when your kid wakes you up at 2 a.m. because they threw up, and it's like the tiny alien standing at the end of a doorway.
yes.
Oh my fucking God. Look those memes up. It's like incredible.
Oh my god.
And sorry if you're not a fan of memes, but trust me, these ones are good.
Who doesn't like everybody? There's a meme for everyone though. Like literally, like there's metal memes. There's fucking, which I don't really care. Depends on what it is.
Yeah.
I don't really care for them usually, but there's all kinds of memes. There was mortician memes, and not the band. I mean, like, if you were an actual funeral director / mortician,
Yeah.
I've seen those. They're fucking dark.
I know.
They're dark, but hilarious.
Gotta love it.
Well, because that was my life for how many years, where it's just like, instead of looking at the memes, we would just say it.
If anyone has any memes about working in public radio, send them to me.
Yeah.
Because I need to relate to something bad.
Oh, man. Anyway, before we
Yeah.
go on too much of a tangent, that's all we'll say about Area 51. It was fucking stupid, because today we're going to talk about...
To segue into what we're talking about today, to start off the spooky month.
Oh, we're so excited.
Yay!
We're going to talk about a YouTube channel that Lauren introduced me to, because, of course, Lauren fell down another hole.
This has to be a regular
Seriously,
partnership.
can somebody make us a Lauren's Deep Hole, like, song that I can put in here?
Please.
Like, anyone? It doesn't
Just
have
so
to
we can be like, it's time for Lauren's Deep Hole, and then cue the music.
We need it. Like,
Just like a 10-second...
not even. It could be 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be long at all.
Well, enough to say, now it's time for Lauren's Deep Hole. Like that's all.
We'll
Just a little ditty just to throw in.
we'll give you a T-shirt or something.
We don't have t-shirts.
We can make one.
Okay, you'll get the first ever Gemini Archives t-shirt.
Yeah, literally.
If you make us a little jingle for Lauren's Deep Hole.
We would highly appreciate that. But anyway, yeah, Lauren fell down a hole, and she sent me this fucking crazy YouTube channel, and we're going to talk about it in a little bit.
And
But-
it has to do basically with aliens.
yeah, possibly. We're going to talk about
We're going to
it.
theorize. We're going to be fucking film theory right now. Like, it's going to be great.
I wish I was as intelligent as Matt Pat.
He likes standardized tests. That's just who he is as a person, and I'm not that person.
You know what? I used to be that person. I used to really love science.
Yeah.
I used to be a big science person, and now I'm just like, it makes my head hurt.
Well,
anyway, we're gonna go to a break. I'm putting in Church of Misery this week because they're sexy, and I've been sexually frustrated.
great. We'll be right back.
That's all I have to say about that. I'm gonna put in Badlands. It's about Charles Starkweather. If you like serial killers, listen to this band. It's like a serial killer book in audible form, and they're from Japan. Can I just say, if you look up on YouTube the song Badlands from Church of Misery, the top comment is literally, they're Japanese. That is the top comment.
Amazing.
I was like,
pinnacle of YouTube comments.
God bless the internet. Like, what the? Like, yeah, no shit. Well, they do have one guy who's from Australia, but that's besides the point.
He's the outlier.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, enjoy these sexy riffs because goddamn, I love this band.
Make sure you get naked and come back for all the spoop.
Yep.
While naked.
Yep.
All right.
All right, we're gonna go. Lauren, that could have been more creepy.
I can't see him.
Please send your nudes to the Gemini archives at gmail.com.
Please don't. Oh my god. The last thing I need is a dick farm in my inbox. Please don't.
I know, I already have those on my personal account.
Oh, same.
Fucking, okay, really quick before we go to the break. If you're still doing this in 2019, give it up. Just stop.
There's no way to make your dick look good in a picture.
Nobody wants to see it. And even in person, we're like, oh, okay. You know?
Yeah.
like in person, it's different because it's looking you in the face.
Yes.
But like in a picture, like, please spare us.
Looks like a fucking something you'd see on the bottom of an ocean floor.
Lord.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, we're going to go to a break.
All
Enjoy
right.
this. Go touch yourself. Come back and you're going to get the shit scared out of you. Probably not. It's not as scary as we're making it out to be, but it's kind of creepy.
Yes.
Kind of unsettling. All right.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. Oh my goodness. I can't believe we're actually doing this episode. I'm so excited.
I am so excited to talk about this because you know me. When I fall down my holes, I have no one to talk to about them. No one.
Well,
no one gives a shit about what I like.
You talk to me about it, but I don't really understand what you're saying half the time.
I know. It's like, I feel like I just like really niche things that no one like gets.
But that's cool though, because if you like something that everyone else liked, it's just like whatever. Like, I know you really enjoy Stranger Things.
Yes.
You know, and like
that's not a niche thing. A lot of people in
I know, like, but talking to other people at Stranger Things, everyone's like, "Oh, that episode was great," and it just doesn't really like get too deep. I feel like with things like this are way more interesting. We've been wanting to do this episode for a while, but we wanted to save it more towards like spooky season because it's a little spooky.
Yeah,
it's not a lot spooky.
It's not like paranormal scary, it's like real life scary.
Yeah, like this could happen scary.
Yeah. And it has to do with what we believe is an alien invasion. So here we go. This is a channel that I stumbled upon. Oh, because I watch... Okay, I'm going to link these 2 videos below. I first heard about this through Nexpo, Nightmare Expo. He did like a long video on this channel called Local 58.
Yep.
And then Film Theory did a video about it a few months later. So I watched both of them. So I highly recommend watching these videos as well as all the videos on the channel, because there's only, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 videos.
But it's only about like 20 minutes total.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes of watch time between all the videos.
Yeah.
So
did we explicitly say that this is Local 58?
I just said it.
Oh, okay. So the channel's called literally just Local 58.
Yeah, it's just Local 58. And if you don't want to be spoiled, go watch that 20 minutes of videos now and then come back and listen to us talk about it, because otherwise we're spoiling the whole thing. I'm sorry. Like,
because, yeah, this is going to be spoiling.
Because we can't really theorize and talk about it unless we give some context as to what the fuck we're talking about. So, go watch that for 20 minutes.
It's all right. We'll hold here. I'll put in the hold music. Okay, welcome back.
Yeah. Hi, if you're just coming back from watching, thank you for joining the conversation.
Yes.
If you didn't want to watch it though, and you just want to hear us talk about it because you're too like nervous to, I understand.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is Local 58 in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So this channel, I'm gonna preface this off the bat, doesn't fucking, it's not real.
Yeah,
it's a way they make the videos. It feels extremely real.
It's a fictitious channel, but it's based off of a local program, like a
local news station
or a public program or whatever it was called. Local
Basically
58.
like a PBS.
Yeah. Like, or, well, we have it here in Connecticut. It's called Nutmeg TV.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you do like Channel 7 or whatever, it's like weird, obscure things that play in the middle of the night.
Yeah, like the local station, basically.
Which have you ever, really quick, you ever watched that after midnight?
No.
It's fucking, okay. One night, I remember something was wrong with my cable, and I couldn't watch, like, any of, like, the major channels, so I was stuck with, I only had on, because I leave the TV on at night. I don't really watch it, but I have it on, just to, like, have noise or whatever.
Yeah.
So I put on the local station. It literally went, it was like a Portuguese soap opera to like something about making soaps, and then like some other, like it was like just these weird like Adult Swim like weird clips, but they were real. Like these are real people. Like it was just Janice in her home making fucking soaps with fucking cheesecloth.
My God.
And I'm like, who the fuck is Janice? Like, it's 1 a.m, Janice. Go to bed, It's like, it's so...
Who the fuck is Janice?
Honestly, like, this literally models perfectly after public TV after midnight.
Yeah.
Because if you watch the videos, too, it says, scheduled programming 2:15 a.m. It's always in the middle of the night that these are playing.
Yeah, you mean Local 58.
And Local 58,
yeah,
yes.
So they... Basically, all the videos start with... Most of them start with, like, a screen that says, coming up, or, whatever the fuck.
And I will say, too, really quick before you finish, that this looks like it was done during, like, the 70s, 80s?
I'd say 70s.
Like, something older, like, just, like, the
like
text
it's an old VHS tape, basically.
Yeah, there's, like, tracking lines and... they use the national anthem after the broadcasting day, which they don't do anymore.
Yeah, so I think that's either 60s or 70s, I'm gonna say.
Something much older.
Like, it's 3 a.m. and then, like, they play, like, the national anthem at the end.
And then it's just, like, the screen goes, like, all staticky. So that's what this is around the time period.
Yeah, this is not modern. This is like old.
Yeah.
So, but the only modern video, I think, is the very first one they put up called "You Are on the Fastest Available Route."
Oh, you're right, because
This takes place, like, I'd say around now, like at least in the 2000s.
yeah, I want to say, because whenever the GPS was hold on, I'm going to go see when the GPS first came out.
Yeah. I don't know if they say a date in the video. Let me see.
Hold on. We're going to put in some Bob Ross here while we
2014. So the date in the top left-hand corner of the screen is November 21st, 2014. So.
Oh, okay. Let me see when the GPS is invented. Hold on. I'm literally going to put in the Bob Ross. Give me 1 second. We're good at planning here on the Gemini Archives.
I had some stuff planned.
When was it? First launch, February 1978.
Crazy.
So,
But this video's from 2014.
that's crazy. I just wanted to know when the GPS first came out. So, in theory, it could have been from a different time, but this says 2014.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take it as that. And basically the first video in kicking off this whole channel, it's a guy in his car, and he's got the GPS playing or whatever, and it's pouring rain outside. It's like 2:00 in the morning.
And it looks like it's being filmed on like one of those
Like a dash cam, yeah.
like from like,
And it's all in black and white.
yeah, like a cop would have mounted on their car or something.
Right. And the way they did it, though, it still looks like a VHS tape. You know, because there's still like lines on it and stuff too.
Well, I think it might have been interference because from the rain, and then like those cameras have always been shitty.
That's true.
Like, police. I love how the cops are like, oh, we have video evidence, and the video evidence could literally be anybody in the United States.
It's true.
Like, upgrade your cameras. Like, no, they want to leave it ambiguous in case they want to frame someone. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Megan,
Please,
we're gonna have the cops on us.
please continue with this channel.
Anyway, so this guy is listening to his GPS, driving in the pouring rain. His destination was 2.5 hours away, and he's driving at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. And then it just seems like, you know, like a normal, like, oh, this guy's just driving, whatever. Towards, like, I'd say after the halfway point of the video, it starts to get a little weird because
Yeah.
he basically drove to the middle of a forest, and it just gets weird. It's like, please
Please make a U-turn and turn off your headlights.
no, it was
That's what
like,
it says.
make a U-turn and please enter through do not trespass signs or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then it goes at 300 feet, turn off your headlights. And it gives me goosebumps.
Yeah,
just, like,
I have
listening
goosebumps
to it.
right now. I hate it.
And then the dude turns off his headlights. Loudest fucking noise I ever heard in my life. It sounds like a plane starting.
Yeah.
Like it's loud, like a jet engine, you know? And then he hears that noise, frantically driving, and the GPS keeps telling him to turn around as he's driving away.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Why didn't he just throw the GPS out the fucking window?
I know, it's like, what are you doing? So apparently, this will make sense as we go more into, like, you know, the other videos and stuff. And, like,
Yeah.
I have a theory about this. So that was the first video. It's just a guy driving to this location. Something was there and spooked him to the point where he, you know, drove away. But the video ends with the camera just like falling out of the car. Like he's not in the car anymore. And it's just like on the ground, like Blair Witch style.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
like so I will say about all these videos is that they're so ambiguous.
Yeah.
Like they don't really, except for maybe the last one.
Yeah.
The longest video on the channel, ironically.
Yeah.
Like,
Which is only 5 minutes.
yeah, like a lot of them are very much, they're like fever dreams almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're like, did I just fucking imagine that? I had a fever dream last night. I don't have a fever, but I
Me
had a fever
too.
dream. Yeah,
I literally had one last night too.
I'll tell you about it later. Remind me.
Okay.
Because I won't get into it on here because it involves someone who I do not want to talk about.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I hated that.
Yeah. So that's how this starts off.
That freaked me out.
And then the next one gets even creepier. It's called Contingency.
Ooh, I don't like this one at all.
So it's basically the news channels like end of broadcast day at 3 whatever.
Yeah, and then the national anthem starts playing or whatever.
Starts playing, and the channel just goes, does its like normal thing, whatever. But then it comes back on, and there's an emergency message on the screen saying we have to surrender to our enemies. The enemies won. Now's our time to act, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And basically, they pose it as a message from the president. Oh, the president, Lyndon B. Johnson. When was he president? That we could really figure out the time.
Hold on.
And it had his signature at the bottom of the screen. I should have been more prepared for this.
Hold on. Should I put in more Bob Ross music? No, I have it right here.
No.
He was president from...
It's got to be 60s.
Oh, he was vice president with Kennedy.
Oh, that's right. So
60s. Yeah.
Oh, I was right.
Wait, yes. No, wait, Nixon. What?
70s.
70s. So, yes, you're right. 60s, 70s. Wait, what the fuck? This is all confusing.
Oh my god, let me see.
The way they wrote this, it's like very weird.
Well, don't go to Wikipedia.
Well, that's where they have the dates.
Vice President of the U.S. No, President. That was the first one, 63 to 69.
Yeah, that's what I
So
thought.
it was the 60s.
Yes.
So
Okay.
This takes place late 60s.
And I could tell because of the way the typography was, because
Yeah.
I'm an artist and I pick up on things like that too.
So it had Lyndon B. Johnson's signature. And this was when he was a president because it said president underneath.
Yeah.
And basically it was an emergency broadcast telling everyone to kill themselves.
Yeah. It's like, take the barrel and put it in your mouth, and
you had to kill, like, they made you kill your kids and your pets, and they had instructions on there on how to kill your kid. Mm-hmm. And, it's so dark.
I don't like that.
There was a line that says, this message will replay until there's no one left. That is so chilling to me.
Ugh,
That's
I hate
real life
that.
scary.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like this, it gets me to my core. Spirits, demons, whatever. But, like, real life shit, terrifying.
Yeah, that's scary.
So, it was this emergency broadcast that plays. But then, once it stopped playing, there was a message that said, disregard the warning.
Yeah. Sorry if there was any confusion.
Yeah.
And we're just like, what?
So, this played, yet again, technology going haywire and getting hacked by something in reference to the first video.
Yeah.
So, there's a running pattern here, and you'll see in the next video too, weather service.
Ooh, I don't like this one. Okay, if the last are creepy out, this one really creeped me out.
So, it's basically, when there's an emergency alert.
Oh, yeah, the emergency alert, and it's like that.
It's like, meh,
I'm going to put in the noise here. Sorry, everyone. I'm putting in the noise.
Just for a couple seconds.
So
that noise, basically, that jarring ass fucking noise. And it said, do not go outside.
Don't look at the moon.
Yeah.
No, avoid mirrors.
Avoid mirrors and don't look at the moon. So I'm like, that's really weird.
That annoyed me because those are my two favorite things, the moon and mirrors.
I know.
Not looking at myself in mirrors, but I just like old mirrors.
I know.
So I was like, what the fuck?
So it's kind of... So it says don't do that. But then all of a sudden it says, please go outside right now.
Yeah.
And look at the moon. But then it's like, don't go outside. Go outside. Don't go outside. Like, it's something going back and forth between something.
Yeah.
So my running theme is, for the last 3 videos, it's some kind of group interfering with, like, technology.
Interfering with this channel specifically.
Yeah, and, like, trying to take over, basically.
Yeah.
And I think it's aliens. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And
in the film theory video, that's kind of where they go with it, too.
Yeah. So it's like some alien life form trying to get in contact with humans and like take over our planet, basically. Telling us to kill ourselves, telling us to look at the moon. And the end of that video is so jarring because all you hear is a bunch of people outside screaming as they're looking at the fucking moon.
Yeah.
So, that one's terrifying.
Yeah, I don't like that one at all.
I know. What's the next one? Oh, just station ID. It's 19 seconds. It's the shortest video on here. And it's just...
It literally was just like a warning, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hold on. I'll play it right now. Let me just look for 1 second.
I don't want to look at this.
No, you don't have to. Safety in numbers. I went too far. It says, look away. It does not matter. There are others. Is that what it said?
There are others.
No, it didn't say there are others. We begin our broadcast day. Look away. It does not matter. There are other I don't know what that word was. It went too fast. So basically it was just a message, from whoever the fuck is hacking Local 58.
Yeah.
To look away and, we're taking the fuck over.
Yeah, pretty much.
This next one, Megan's favorite, Show for Children.
Yeah. Okay, so it was my favorite at first because it's in that animation style, like that early 30s, like Noodle Arm kind of animation.
Like Steamboat Willie.
Yeah. Like very cute, very, like it starts out like everything has a face and isn't animated and, moving. And it's a little guy. His name is Cadaver. Literally. He's a little skeleton guy walking through a cemetery
with the sailor hat on.
And he kind of was walking, then he comes to an open grave, and the spirit of a cute chick kind of, manifests, and he's obviously
a cute skeleton chick.
Yeah.
That, looks like him.
Yeah, and he obviously like has hearts in his eyes, and he goes to look at the grave, and you think you'd be like eager to look in and like see her and it'd be like cute. No. So what happens is he kind of gingerly like looks over the edge and he's like shaking, and what you think is going to be her just sitting there looking all cute is this hyper realistic, terrifying like corpse thing,
like frozen in fear kind of a thing, like mouth open, like that's how they died, like screaming.
Yeah, and he screams, not audibly, but you see me like screams and
his
shakes.
Body rattles. Yeah,
like how they do in old cartoons. So now he's walking through still, and he's a little bit less.
Oh, and keep in mind, there's a moon in the distance watching him walk.
Yeah.
With like this big smiling face on it.
Yeah, and the moon at first, big smiley face, and now he's walking after seeing this, comes across another open grave.
And the moon's not smiling as much now.
Yeah, it's kind of like just sitting there contently.
Yeah.
And like he's a little freaked out, and he looks in this grave, and again it's like a crow or something.
Yeah, and it actually made noise.
And it was like, rah! And he fucking screams and jumps again. Same thing, it kind of like cycles, but each time the moon gets progressively like more
sinister.
Yeah, more sinister looking.
Yeah.
Until finally he comes across a grave that there's nothing in it. It's just a hole.
Yeah, it's like a deep hole that leads to a cave, which he's now in.
We should call it Lauren's deep hole.
Yeah, that's what my deep hole would look like, essentially.
So he jumps down, and it's like an underground like cave, and he's walking, and then he comes across like a hole that's like looking up to the sky, and he just kind of like lays down and just seems really forlorn. And as he's laying there, the moon slowly creeps up to look at him, but the moon is hyper realistic.
Yeah.
And the closer the moon gets to like the opening, the more dead he becomes. He basically just lays there and is just like...
He's just a pile of bones.
Just a pile of
bones.
Like
a hyper-realistic pile of bones.
And the moon has this... I couldn't even look at the moon the second time I watched it.
I know.
The first time I watched it, I think I dropped my phone.
Mm-hmm.
It was so terrifying. Because it's kind of like in... It's weird because it's that really old animation style, but the animation style of the moon was like really... It's like Courage the Cowardly Dog CGI.
Yeah.
Like King Ramses Return the Slab, fucking weird CGI.
Yeah.
You're
not going to put that sound clip in.
We are not. I love for Return the Slab, I like waved all over
well, that's
the place.
what he did. Like his arms are all uneven.
Return the Slab. He kind of like dances his way through there.
Yeah.
But that's That one really fucked me up because, one, I love cartoons.
Yeah.
And they were corrupted.
I know.
And I mean, here's the thing, too. If you watch something like Swing You Sinners, like something from the 30s when acid was like a big thing, and it's like a bad acid trip, it's very reminiscent of that. But even if you watch that, you could still tell that there was like some jest in it. It was a little bit more lighthearted. Yeah. This is just straight up. This is like Squidward's suicide creepy.
Yeah.
Like if anyone's familiar with that creepypasta, don't fucking watch it. Like I hate it.
Yeah.
So this one, it was my favorite because of the beginning, when it was all cute and happy. And well, in the very beginning too. For the menu screen, it was children's programming.
Oh, yeah, it was 4 a.m. It
was 4 a.m.
No child is up at 4 a.m.
And it's like this terrifying clown on the menu.
Yeah.
Do you remember the clown?
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, I loved the clown because I thought it was cute.
It was a realistic clown, though. Like, it was from real life.
Yeah.
And it was just like this big smiling face clown. Like, it wasn't a creepy clown, but it was like, it'd be creepy to some people.
Yeah, creepy at 4 a.m, preceding this cartoon.
Yeah.
So... yeah, it's like that one really fucked me up. And I know you said the running theme with interference. I guess that could be considered interference because it's two distinctly different animation styles.
Yeah.
Just from me knowing what I know about animation.
I don't think it's interference. I think it's more so highlighting on the fact that the moon is playing a big part in this and like space.
True.
Because when the other one before that, the weather service.
Oh, yeah, GPSs are in, satellites are in space.
Well, no, in weather service, too, where you couldn't look at the moon.
Well, that, too.
Because it would burn your fucking eyes.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. You're right.
So, and then this guy looks at the moon, the little skeleton guy, and he died. Mm-hmm. So, apparently the moon is playing a part in something.
That's so much a contingency, though.
I know.
Maybe. Did we miss something?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
No, well, no. Because it's a foreign...
True.
species,
True.
So it doesn't really talk about the moon in that one, but it's more so like the theme of something's trying to invade.
Yeah.
This, I think, just kind of goes more into detail. The cartoon goes more into detail about like how.
Yeah. Like they look at the moon and then they just die.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
it's
I don't
creepy.
like that.
And then there's 2 videos left. And the next one is just called a look back.
So it's just basically a recap of all the other videos?
Kind of. But it's like only a minute long. It's essentially kind of like just a recap. And
yeah.
More like messages from the alien species or whatever. Still taking over Local 58.
Mm-hmm. Or whatever it is taking over.
Yeah. What we think is the alien species.
Yeah.
But the last video.
This is like the worst thing I've ever watched.
It's called Real Sleep. And it's an instructional video. I don't even think I think it was on the channel.
What?
Like, I don't think it was on Local 58. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a program on there called Real Sleep. And you could tell this is an old show, too, because the show starts and it tells you, open up to textbook page 7.
Yeah.
As you're watching the show.
And it's that, again... just for me, knowing what I know about typography and graphics and things like that, very 70s graphics.
Yeah, and the show starts at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. when you should be sleeping.
Was it 3 a.m. or 3 p.m.? 3 p.m. So this is during the day. This is their daytime show.
Oh, that is even weirder.
Yeah, so... basically, it starts with all these, like, facts about sleeping and
how dreams are basically just useless.
Yeah, so the point of the program is to get into the person's head. Dreams are useless. They mean nothing. REM sleep is a myth. And like...
No, not REM sleep is a myth.
Or REM sleep, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
No, they didn't say that was a myth.
They said something about REM sleep.
No, they said precognizant. Being precognitive is a myth.
Oh, yeah.
So...
But they said, like... dreaming is necessary for regular sleep function. Not true. Modern medicine agrees that REM sleep... Oh, what the fuck? Come on back. Sorry, I'm like skipping through the video. Agrees that REM sleep is necessary for mental health. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And they said, no, not true. And then dreams contain symbolism that could predict the future. And like it gives you time. It's called myth or fact. And yeah, no. So it's like symbols in dreams arise from the unconscious mind, assigning narrative meaning to a neurochemical waste filtration process. This is what they're like saying in the thing. Yeah. I'm reading it right from the video.
And that's pseudoscience, by the way.
But the only fact is sleep allows the body and mind to heal and recover.
Yeah.
The only fact.
Yeah, the only good thing that they say in this video.
Yeah. 8 hours of sleep per night is beneficial for both body and mind.
Yeah, so they're saying REM sleep is good, but dreaming is not.
Mm-hmm.
So what this video is designed to do, because during REM sleep, that's when we have all of our dreams. Mm-hmm. So what this video is designed to do is to basically brainwash you into not dreaming anymore, so you could get a higher quality of sleep.
Right. It's another brainwashing type kind of thing, like the running theme on this channel.
But the way they do it to create cognitive dissonance is you have to look at this face, and the face is scary.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking jumped a foot when I watched it the first time.
I know.
I was like, what the fuck? And then they make you read like these phrases without actually reading them. So you have to stare at them, but don't read them.
So they talk about something else, too, called the Kleitman map. I think that's how you say it. And basically, it's an index of electric activity in a brain burdened by dream stimuli.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Which is not a real thing,
Once mapped, this activity can be triggered by other controlled stimuli, including via the visual cortex. So they're, like, telling you all this stuff, like, about... Opposite effect can be included by using the inverse of the Kleitman map, and they show you like a graph and everything.
Yeah, like one of the oldest graphs in the world.
No more dreaming. This is what restful real sleep looks like. So they tell you real sleep is not dreaming.
Yeah.
Like when you sleep, you shouldn't be seeing anything.
And my theory is they don't want you to have dreams so they can infiltrate your minds and put in their own shit.
They literally, section 3,
it's mind control.
Inducing your anti-dream. Close workbooks and watch the screen. So this is where they get you to like brainwash, basically.
Yeah, you have to
they're using this sleep video as a brainwash tactic.
Yeah. And you have to look at this face, you have to read these phrases, and you have to listen. I forgot what they repeat. Like there's like a phrase that they keep repeating and repeating.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to look at it.
No, I won't show the face.
I don't want to look at the face.
No two minds are alike. This instructional video was customized for you using your personalized Kleitman map from your week 6 sleep session. So apparently this is a running show that they've had on here for a long time.
Or it's people that are undergoing like a sleep study. But that's the thing. Sleep studies aren't, projected to the public. Like, why is this on TV?
Right.
So it's fucking bizarre.
I know. I have the face up. Hold on, I won't show you.
I hate the face.
I know, I'm scrolling through the video. I'm like so unprofessional.
No. Well, how else are we going to do this?
Well, I know. I could have taken notes. Like cortical memory and listen to the phrase. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the... Play it, because I want to hear what the phrase is.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn the volume up. Listen to the phrase and repeat it. There are no faces.
There are no faces, but there's 2 faces on the screen.
Yep.
So it's creating cognitive dissonance. Basically making you an empty husk so they can control your mind.
Then at the end of the video it says, "Good night. Most patients report a night of dreamless sleep after only one viewing of this video cassette."
Video cassette is one word, too, which is great.
Consult your technician if you are experiencing delayed results and or unwanted side effects.
Yeah, you know what my side effect would be? Post-traumatic stress.
Yeah.
Like, what in the fuck? Like, after watching that, I wanted to just...
So, this is the most detailed one that they put out so far. That's why I wanted to take more time on it.
Yeah.
Because there's so many, like, parts. I'm just like... This is bizarre.
So when you look at it as a collective, so that's basically the whole channel.
That's it. That's all the videos they have right now at this current time as we're like recording this.
I'm hoping
half an hour to explain them. My God, I'm losing my voice.
I know. I'm hoping that they'll put up a new one soon.
They do have a Patreon, so
I'm gonna go feed them money and hopefully
there's only a $3 tier. So if you want to pay $3 a month to support them, go for it.
Yeah, like please, we want to see more.
The people who made this channel are incredible.
They're
first
brilliant.
Of all. It's all, you know.
Here, we'll just put in a little round of applause here.
Yes, it's not real, you know, it's like a group of people who made this, but it's so well thought out and just good.
The attention to detail here is kind of stunning. Like, just
because they nailed the time period so well.
Except for I'm still weary about the very first one because it's in 2014.
Yeah.
That's the only like thing that doesn't fit in this channel. Everything else is like from the 70s, maybe 80s, you know, like kind of like in older times.
So maybe it could just be like an archive of old videos that this guy found that brought
kind
him
of
to
like
that point.
VHS, you mean?
Yeah, like VHS.
Where it's like they find the guy in the chair and they just watch all these old weird videos.
And he's like trying to go to a location because he's going to a location.
Yeah.
In the first video. By the way, here's what I want to talk about too.
Sip that tea, girl.
It's water, but
well, close enough.
I finished my tea.
I know, I did too. Wait, no, I have a little bit more.
So you are on the fastest available route. They give specific street names in the video. So I'm like,
oh, right. And you looked into it, right?
I looked into it. The first street that they name is Holbrook Park Drive. Doesn't exist. Couldn't find it on a map. Nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
It's made up.
So it might just be fictitious because the channel is.
Yeah.
So.
But then they say from Holbrook Park Drive to North 38th Street. There's a North 38th Street in Texas and Alabama.
Oh, Lord.
So.
Oh, Lord.
But then they say go on to Merritt Parkway. That's in Connecticut. There's no other Merritt Parkway down there.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding. But it said it was 2.5 hours away. So it doesn't really add up. And then go into Highway 114 North. There's a Highway 114 in Texas. In Texas. So there are 2 Texas placements.
So we could assume possibly Texas.
Yeah, but then they say another Quarry Utility Road South isn't a real thing. And yeah, like then they say something else afterwards. I couldn't make out what the fucking name of the street was.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that it's like kind of made up just for the video, because what I wanted to do was like see where it was and if there was like alien activity in that area.
Well, assuming that 2 of those places were in Texas, and in Texas they take things like that pretty seriously.
Yeah, well, especially like in like warmer climates.
Yeah.
Like in Arizona and like Nevada. Like there's a lot of alien stuff.
Obviously Area 51.
I went to alien beef jerky when I was going to Vegas. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's interesting though. Merritt Parkway. Where's Merritt Parkway in Connecticut?
It's hold on. I have it in my map still.
Oh my God. Cuz yeah, because I wondered that too. I'm like, if these are real places. So I'm assuming that this is
Fairfield.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, my voice.
Do you want me to take over?
No, I'm good.
I know.
So I looked into like all the street names, and a couple of them were real, a couple of them weren't. So I think they just use it for the video.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, fake street names.
Going from Texas to Connecticut, it would not be 2.5 hours.
No, even from Texas to Alabama, I don't think it would be 2.5 hours.
Yeah, depending on where you are in Texas.
Yeah.
But I know, like, that is so
I looked into it because, like, I was going to see if there was, like, signs of, like, alien activity there or something, and they kind of based it off a true thing, but I'm sure there are in Texas, in, like, Alabama and stuff, but Connecticut, no fucking way.
Yeah. I know.
We have our own set of paranormal shit here.
Yeah, we have, like, ancient ghosts. We
We have like colonial ghosts.
Yeah, we have like witches and fucking...
Yeah. So
You
it's
know.
nothing like that here.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's too cold. The aliens wouldn't like Connecticut. It's way too fucking cold.
Yeah.
But
It's too cold there.
yeah.
But,
So
yeah, it's that's the only video on the channel that really, like, it didn't fit quite as well.
yeah, because the other ones are pretty consistent in the way they look and the way they tie in together.
And I don't know if that's just because they did it intentionally or because when they started the channel, they were going to go somewhere different with it. And then they ended up taking it like an older route. Like, I think maybe that they were going to do stuff that was more like modern.
But then they decided to change it up.
Because not a lot of people use like that time period when,
Yeah.
you know, making videos like this.
Well, the 70s and 80s have kind of come back, but the 60s is something that's not really common.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see people, like, going back to the 60s because it's too old.
Unless they're referring to like how we did like Woodstock, you
Yeah.
know? Like that's really, or Kennedy.
Yeah.
But that's about
Because
it.
the newer generation doesn't understand, like, how old the 60s actually is to them.
Yeah.
So, but for us, though, the 60s isn't that old.
Yeah.
So-
It's old, but it's not. It doesn't seem
It's
like...
not as old as it would be to a younger generation.
Yeah, it's not as old as like the early 1900s is to us.
Yeah.
So,
So-
that's the only thing about the channel that I really just kind of like puzzled me. But everything else, like I could totally see, because if you watched the film theory from MapHat, I could totally see why he would think that it would be like an alien invasion, because they would have the technology and means to infiltrate their system. And
Especially during that time period, too. Like, I think there was a war going on. Is that when...
I'm not good with
dates.
history, so...
No, I'm not good with dates. Like, I can remember shit, but I'm not...
I'm going to look into it really
Yeah,
quick.
just really quick, because I think there was war going on. Because it said surrender to the enemy, so, like, it would make sense. It was either, like... It wasn't Vietnam. It was, like...
Vietnam.
Was it?
Yeah.
Bitch.
So this is during let me see the dates for Vietnam, because you know I always get Korea and Vietnam mixed up.
Me too.
Korea came first and then it was Vietnam. It ended in 1961. So this is post-war. Post-war hysteria, I'm gonna assume.
Yeah.
So,
But it was when Lyndon B. Johnson was in office. So.
yes. Wait, I think that... Hold on, let me look up the Korean War just so I don't sound fucking stupid. I literally am not a history person. I can... Oh, God. I literally am so bad with dates.
Sorry,
because my mom just told me recently that my grandpa fought in the Korean War when he was 16. So...
That had to come before then.
Yeah, it was... 1950 and 1953. So that came before, and then following short after was...
The Vietnam War.
Vietnam War.
Okay.
So... That's good. Okay. So... I should know this. I just fucking watched Apocalypse Now.
Oh, I know.
But,
So we're living in a post... When did the Cold War happen?
not till the 80s.
Oh, right.
So, this is... Assuming that this is like the mid-60s, early 70s, we're still kind of... You know, relieving tensions from war, basically.
Right.
From two major wars.
It's basically instilling more fear about the war after, just getting out of it.
It's almost like if this were aliens, they're manipulating their vulnerable sense to control them and basically take over the human race. Mm-hmm. Which is incredibly cool.
Unbelievably cool and terrifying.
Like, just the way that they put it out without it being blatantly obvious, like, we are here, we are aliens, like, like Futurama, like, we're gonna come take over your planet.
And the way they try to manipulate people into, like, harming themselves, too.
Yeah. Using their leader, basically, to turn on them, even though it wasn't him, obviously, doing it.
Yeah.
I think that is just bone-chilling. Someone was able to get in and manipulate the president on a national scale.
Yeah.
And get people to literally take their own lives. Like,
and not even just their own lives. The lives of their children.
Yeah, and
that's fucked up.
Yeah. Their children and their pets.
Yeah.
I would kill myself before I killed my pets.
Yeah, me too.
I would never.
It's like someone would have to do it because I can't.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
It's just, it just really...
But the children part really fucked me, because, like, that's something a lot of people don't touch, but they fucking went there.
Yeah, they really went for it. And, like, it tugs at different heartstrings you didn't even know you had.
Right.
Like, that's the thing.
It's like a nostalgic heartstring, and then, like, a fear-based heartstring, and, like, like, it's so many layers.
Yeah, it's very... And here's the thing. They were able to do that in under 5 minutes.
Right.
Which is incredible, you know, because, well, that's just our society now. Like, everything has to be easily digestible, otherwise people won't pay attention.
Yeah.
And unless it's a long form fucking series on Netflix. But, you know, it's like, especially with like YouTube videos. Like, I know people want to do long form now because the view times, they get paid more, whatever, however the algorithm
it's a minimum
works.
of 10 minutes get you more money, basically.
So what this tells me is that they don't give a shit about the money, because
well, they have a Patreon,
right? So I forgot about that. So so by having the Patreon, they're able to deliver this to us in small little itty bite-sized pieces. And good thing that they are, because I don't think I could watch 10 minutes of this.
I know.
It's like almost like a mind fuck, like literally. It like makes you like question things, and like every time I hear that emergency broadcast fucking sound now,
it plays on a fear that you don't even realize you have.
It's like, it's almost it's how do I explain this? It comes for your like safety. You know what I'm talking about? Like it harps on your security. That's what I was getting at. Like your sense of security in the world, because when a national message comes on, you almost feel like your safety is threatened.
Yeah.
So
it's like very apocalyptic.
Yeah.
You know, which is kind of popular like in today's like culture.
But it's apocalyptic in a different way.
Yes. It's not like a zombie outbreak. It's not like
a disease.
It's not an environmental thing. It's literally an invasion from a different planet.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying.
And not like what's the movie with Tom Cruise? Shit, World War.
Oh, War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name of it. It's not like that either, where they literally come on the planet and just wreak havoc.
Oh yeah.
You know, which is scary in its own right, but like we've seen it before.
Yeah, it's on one station, a local station, taking out communities one by one.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying, because if the aliens are smart, dude, like at least in this time, you know.
Assuming that these are aliens and not some kind of terrorist group or something.
Yeah.
So
it could be a terrorist group, but I don't think they have the technology to make the fucking moon, you know, destroy people.
True.
That blows my mind. Like, what are they doing to the moon? In mirrors, that was the other thing. Like, don't look in the mirror.
I know.
That's
why?
like some Medusa shit. You know, like, don't look at her face, you know?
Yeah, she'll turn you to fucking stone. I wonder, they said, like, didn't they say something like they come in through the mirrors, or that's how he got me?
Yeah.
So I wonder,
it's got to be some kind of technology that's beyond.
It's either technology or there's some kind of deities that are just like ethereal. Like they can just they could jump into mirrors and fucking manipulate gravity and the moon and shit. If they could easily get into the TV and do shit like this, who knows what else they're capable of? You know? Like it's
especially for the 60s. You know, that this technology didn't really technology for us didn't really evolve until like the mid 90s.
I just had an epiphany.
What?
That first video, you know, I said like it doesn't fit the timeline.
Yeah.
Time travelers.
Oh my god.
And maybe that was a video from the future that they put on there.
Maybe.
Because who says, if they're doing shit like that, who says they can't fucking travel through time? If they can manipulate the literal moon, who knows what else they're capable of?
Yeah.
You know, and like
whatever this species is,
whatever it is, whether it's aliens or some other kind of who knows what it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's the part that I like, that's a little ambiguous, because you could kind of like make it out to be whatever you want.
Yeah.
So that's just what I thought. I'm like, because how else could you explain a video from 2014 with other videos that took place in the 60s, 70s ish?
Yeah.
You know, like how else could you explain that?
I know. And it's like, it wouldn't be a terrorist thing, though.
Yeah, you know what? Terrorists can't time travel.
Yeah, well, that, and the world wouldn't be as developed. You know what I mean?
True.
I feel like it would slow down development of the world if we were dealing with, like, a terrorist attack.
True.
Think of places that have, like, are in, like, war like that in, like...
True.
Like, third world countries and stuff.
And I wonder why they picked this time frame, specifically, like, the 60s, late 60s, early 70s. Like...
I know. I think it's because that's when, like...
That's when a lot of, like, serial killers were, like, big.
I was gonna say, like, especially in the 70s, too. Like, that's when that, like, really, like, kind of kicked off.
Yeah,
you know?
like, I don't know what happened in the 70s where everybody lost their shit. And, like, even the late 60s, think about everything with Charles Manson happen.
Yes.
You know? And,
That's
like,
true.
There was a lot of kidnappings and murders and serial killers that were kind of starting to emerge. And
I think Matt Pat talks about this in his video, too, how it wasn't this one. He talked about this in another video. Crime has gone down significantly in the last, like, 10 years.
Really?
Yeah. Crime's been going down way more. Oh, it was a video about video game violence.
Oh, yes.
Because people still think video game violence attributes to real world violence, but it doesn't at all. Like,
Yeah.
the data shows it, you know? Violence has decreased as video game sales have increased.
Well, and think about it, too, in the 60s and 70s,
Not a lot of video games.
there was Pong,
yeah.
and it was 6 pixels.
And there wasn't a lot of, like... The Exorcist was a huge deal back then.
True.
So...
And, like...
There wasn't a lot of violence. Everything was kind of, like, friendly.
Yeah.
You know? There wasn't a lot of grit and edge in the 60s.
I mean, unless... when you watch things, too, even, like, Saturday Night Fever, which is hilarious that I'm referencing
Yeah.
this. There's, you know, the scene where that chick gets raped, and it's, like, fucked up, and, like, they do, like, all these crazy things. But... It's on a much smaller scale.
Yeah.
You know? But it's, like... And it's weird, like... How... Did you fucking hear that?
Yeah.
Was that my door?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Did I not close my door all the way? Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh my god.
That scared the shit out of me.
Jeez. They're coming for us. The aliens are coming.
The aliens know we're
The guy on fucking Discovery Channel was right. The aliens are coming.
The aliens are here. They're among us. I have to go downstairs and, like, go up to, like, the cats and be like, "Are you an alien?"
Oh my god, it's like that episode of SpongeBob.
With the robots.
Yeah.
He's a robot.
That and when he thinks everyone's an alien and puts them in Sandy's rocket.
Oh, right. Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. That
Yeah.
fucking... I was like, what was that? What was I just talking about? So, we're just thinking, too, like, what was happening in that particular climate at that time. Like, the mid-60s, we'll say to, like, even mid-70s.
Yeah.
Like, violence was running rampant. People were doing drugs and in the desert. Like, all kinds of crazy shit was happening.
Yeah. Like,
So-
there was no outlet for them
Yeah.
to, you know, get that kind of, like, nastiness out of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, in video games, you could, you know, vicariously live through someone shooting up people on the street.
Yeah.
Which sounds really fucked up and kind of is. But if it's a way to get that out of you so you don't do it in real life, it's kind of like listening to metal.
Yeah.
You know, when you have interest in gore and kind of that stuff or whatever.
Or even, like, black metal, like
Satanism or
the
whatever.
occult. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, getting it out through, like, that way instead of actually going out and doing it I think is a lot better.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, the people you hear on the news who, like, do crazy shit like that, they're fucked up in the head.
Yeah. And you also got to think, too, TV was much, like, a very prevalent thing during this time. Like, it was, like, the
Yes.
newest technology.
Yeah, people don't really watch TV anymore, but
Yeah.
everyone was watching TV back then.
Yeah, so it's funny that video would be from 2014. It's like, where's it coming from? And that's what I think. I think they took it from the future and they're like, this is what your future is going to be like, basically.
Yeah.
We're going to have control of all of your devices and you're going to, you know, you're going to be submissive to us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's scary. this is fucking. This made me think way more than I intended on thinking.
And by the way, none of this is real. None of this actually happened.
Yes.
It was just a group of people who made this. I have to reiterate this again, and this is all fun and speculation.
Yeah.
So.
It's all just like trying to make sense of like why this would exist to begin with.
Yeah.
So, man, there needs to be more YouTube channels like this. Like,
yeah, I live for this kind of stuff.
Me too. Especially
I love it.
Because I like that it's older. It makes me think of like, and that's that, like you said, it picks up on the nostalgia factor. Like, I mean, I wasn't around in the 70s, obviously, but I know people that were.
That kind of format kind of hung around until like the mid 90s, I would say, before it kind of modernized.
Yeah.
Like,
it makes me think of like being a kid and like watching like, you know,
like watching the TV.
Yeah. So it's it's very well done.
Yes.
It's insightful. It's terrifying.
It's creative. It's so different from everything.
It's playing on a trope in a way that it hasn't been done before, basically.
Right. Because
they could easily turn this into a movie.
This could actually be... This is more creative than the movies they're putting out now.
Yeah. Like, I want that... Like, I'll be on the Patreon if they want to turn this into a movie.
Yeah.
Because it would be fantastic long form, too.
Mm-hmm.
Even
just a straight-to-DVD indie film.
Even if this is, like, VHS 4... You know?
Yeah.
Where it's like it's the same model, like they find a guy with a bunch of tapes and these are the tapes, all recordings from Local 58 or whatever. That would even be amazing. So,
I know. It's just...
We wanted to talk about this for so long.
I know. We're going on almost an hour.
I'm so happy we got to talk about this.
Me too. This was... Thank you for letting us talk about this, because this is so up our alley. We love going into... things like this, even if they're not real. It's fun to speculate about certain things that people make. It's like, what was the intention behind it? Why would they choose this time period? Why would they do this? And blah blah blah. So it kind of, I also want to add to really quick, it kind of goes off of like the modern idea about an invasion or the end of the world, basically. There's a lot of end of the world things out there right now, so it fits in with modern time because of that theme. And modern as in 2019, as of right now. But it's so different. It's not like your typical there's a zombie outbreak kind of a thing.
It's not like, oh, somebody got bit by a monkey and now we're all gonna die bullshit.
It's an invasion in a different way. And I know there's been stuff about alien invasions before.
And whatever, mind control and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this is a different form of mind control because it's on such a...
It's like a real level. Like, it feels so real.
And on a public level. Because mind control, usually it goes from one person to one person.
Right.
And usually things that are like mass control, it's like... It's a little bit hokey. Like, you can't... Like, it's like, how is this going to actually work? But this, you know... Getting you to look at the moon, getting you to believe this, getting you to sleep differently and change your thought processes. Like, yeah, this is all stuff that happens on an individual basis. Taking over the world one person at a time seems more terrifying to me than doing it all at once.
Yeah.
Like a slowly, like, insidious onset. Like...
Until there's no one left.
Until there's no one left. So scary.
Yeah.
So that's why we love this, because it harps on a concept that hasn't really been done before.
But it kind of has been done before.
Yeah.
It's taking something everyone's doing, but making it so unique and original that it's just brilliant.
Yeah, so hats off to these dudes.
All the hats off. Love Local 58. I'm so glad I found this.
Yes, me too. Like, incredible. And if anybody knows any other channels or any other movie or something similar to this...
anything similar to this, please tell us.
Please, we're on Instagram, we're everywhere.
We're on Facebook, like, personally and privately, like...
Yeah, you can message me directly, you know, on Instagram if you want. Lauren puts the links with every episode, so...
Yeah, everything's in the description of the podcast.
Any way to get in touch with... Because... We might talk about it on the podcast again. I'm not even going to lie.
It won't be during, like, our spooky week or spooky month because we have stuff planned, but, like, we will come back to this.
Yeah.
If if people give us ideas for this stuff, I will talk about it all the time.
Me too. And if you like hearing this stuff, like, let us know, because I know people loved our urban legends episodes.
Those are our most popular episodes.
Yeah. So if you like stuff like this and stuff, like, let us know, and we'll keep talking about them. Because if you don't want to hear about it, we're not going to talk about it.
Right.
We'll go back to talking about fucking Vlad the Impaler being a porn.
Yeah.
Being in porn and stuff.
Chris told me he was so flattered that's how his guest appearance episode started, by the way. So
I forgot that was on his episode.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris. Oh my God. So
Jesus Christ.
we're going on an hour. Well, with this second part anyway.
Yeah, so. Oh, and the time is 2:22 right now.
Oh, good.
So
We love a good repeating number.
yes.
So
This is how we're starting off the spooky month. I'm so excited to talk about more things. We have more stuff planned for the next...
real life and kind of like urban,
just a lot of stuff from Reddit, because like that's kind of what we want to do. Well, at least me. I want to like look at creepy, like our no sleep. I just want to look at stuff on there and just
like,
see if anything catches my eye.
Because last year we talked about some of our own experiences, and if you want to listen to those episodes, I would recommend it.
Yeah, go back and listen. Those are some good ones.
I have me and Lauren both collectively have had a lot of crazy, unexplainable things happen to us in our lives. Too much to talk about on here, basically. If you want to hear more, let us know, but like, we want to focus on other people this year.
Yeah.
Because I experience things all the goddamn time, just with me being me.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
It's interesting to see other people's experiences, I feel too.
Right.
And if you want to come on our podcast and talk about it,
that would be the best for us. Like
please.
We would love to have people on and tell us like scary stories that happen, or like scary real life experiences
or encounters.
Those jar me more than like just paranormal stuff.
They don't even have to be paranormal. Just like I escaped a serial killer or some shit, like something crazy. Because I talked to someone once who said they were almost murdered in their home.
Jesus Christ.
It's one of the most terrifying things. Like, I was like, if that was me, I would be like, that's it. Oh, that, like, I think I talked about on the podcast before how we had our house broken into.
Oh, yeah.
And I walked in on it after it happened. Like, literally just after it happened. Door was open, shit everywhere. I didn't know that. I thought they were still in the house. I'm like, this is it. This is it for me. This is how I die. That moment of like, I'm going to die. I think that's what these people on Local 58 are trying to pick up on.
Yeah.
That moment of like, how would you react if you knew I'm going to die soon? Mm-hmm. If not now, soon. Like that is so scary. So we're going to talk more about stuff like that. We're excited. We're going to,
yeah.
We're going to do a lot of spooky shit. And if you don't like spooky episodes, sorry, we'll see you in like a month.
Yeah, we'll see you in November.
Yeah. We'll talk about, I don't know what. Something else.
Anything else, probably.
Yeah. But, all right.
Well, I'm putting in Dissection.
Yay! My favorite! I was going to put in another black metal song, but I'm like,
I was going to put this song in weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I just never did because I thought of something else.
Yeah.
So, finally putting it in. Love this song. Love this band. Yeah, that's it. That's all.
Did you say the name of the song? I spaced out for a second.
No, I didn't. Black Horizons.
Black Horizons. I know. I love this song too. I love all their songs. Well, Rain Chaos. It's a little...
Well, it has some bops, but like some of it's just like...
I do like a couple songs off of there. Don't come for me, but I do like a couple of those songs.
Oh, like whoever's coming for us for liking that, I don't care.
Whatever.
It was some of the first Dissection I heard because it came out when I was like in high school, but then I went back and listened to the old stuff and I'm like, oh, I see.
Yeah, you're like, wow, this is significantly better.
Well,
we're going to put in some Dissection.
Thank you for letting us talk about that. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. Yeah. This might be my favorite episode.
It might be mine too. Like this one was really
live
fun.
For these.
I love this stuff. So if you want to come on, have a conversation, hit us up. We don't have any money, but you can come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, we have an extra microphone, so thanks for listening. Stay tuned for more spooky shit.
Yeah.
Yay!
Get into that next. We're actually going to be a little consistent with our uploads just because we have a lot to get through in the next month.
Yeah.
So expect a lot of frequent episodes.
Yay!
So.
Finally, we have incentive. I'm just kidding. No,
Yeah.
sometimes if we don't go, like, if we skip a week, it's because we don't have anything to talk about. But we don't want to just...
We're either busy or we literally don't have anything to talk about.
And we don't want to just add in stupid episodes.
Right.
You know? Like, just to have an episode up. So, we're doing quality over quantity.
Yes.
But speaking of quality, we're going to put in some dissection here.
Yes. We're on an hour now.
Jesus. All right. This is going to be a nightmare to edit. I'm so excited.
I'm so sorry.
It's going to take me a while to put this out, but it's fine. But... Okay.
All right, everyone.
Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.